The more speed you have, I think the more effective you can be as a server.
And an update from Les Murakami Stadium, top of the 9th inning. Gonzaga up 7-1 on Hawaii. So things not looking good behind us. And still plenty of time inside the stand, Sheriff Center here. But Hawaii is going to have to do some damage, and they did it right there. The nice block by Sador.
Rick Sador, who's done a nice job attacking the ball tonight, contributing with his block as well. That's his three of Hawaii's 6 blocks.
And Timmer again setting it all up with a good serve. Another good one. Good pass, tight to the net, and a big swing by Tanner Jansen.
Well, the big play there, though, was Joey Booth handling Timmer's serve. Terrific pass by Joey Booth, who was out most of last year with a bad shoulder. And he's got a famous grandfather, by the way, you know, Peter Uberoff.
Oh, no kidding.
His grandfather, Peter Uberoff, who ran basically the 84 Olympics,
yeah,
and was a baseball commissioner.
Major League Baseball commissioner, right? One of probably the most loved baseball commissioners.
Yeah.
And a side out as the serve goes into the net, so Hawaii still up by 2. Back to serve it up is going to be Brooks Sador. Funny how the crowd always goes quiet for Brooks Sador, for Siki Sarkovic. They get that applause behind them, and
they get the rhythmic clapping for Siki and silence for Sador.
Don't know how it started, but Sador that time off the top of the net, as you saw, an out. And so 3 serving 4. Robert Feathers. And Sarkovic into the block. Nice one by Tanner Jansen. Siki again. Good save. And then at the net, Taylor Averill.
Averill did a nice job of noticing that on that over dig, if he had attacked that ball, there was a blocker there right on him. So he took 2 hands and just tapped it down to the side, deflected it to his right, where there was no blocker and no digger.
And Sarkovic now, the Warriors up by a couple. Good serve again, and that's going to be a service ace.
Ace number 6 on the night for Hawaii, and Sarkovic, ace number 1.
Good look at Alan Hackbarth there, a.k.a. the rubber band man. And the ball going right to Hackbarth. Look at
perfect
that,
pass.
Former Hawaii player. Another good block by Hawaii, teaming up. And a misplayed ball by USC, and so the block by Averill and Marks. And Hawaii is out to a 4-point advantage at 7-3.
Well, these 2 teams have identical records coming in. They've lost 4 of their last 5. Both hungry for a W.
And both in that kind of must-win time of the season, if they're entertaining thoughts of being in that top 8 and getting to the postseason tournament. Another great serve and an overpass and a chance for Hawaii. Sador into the block. Joby Rama keeps it alive, and then Joby with the dump shot. That one's again right at the net, and that's going to be a point in Hawaii, or did they save it? Wow, that was a great save. And I think the question is, was it inside or outside of the antenna? But once again, another great effort over there by Michael Christensen.
He seems to be everywhere on every play. He touches every other ball because he's a center, but then he does so much for his team. Here's the wipe off the block. Great save.
Oh, there it is.
The ball is outside the antenna.
Oh, hit it, yeah. Hit the antenna, and J.P. Marks is right there to make the call.
Exactly.
Not that his call matters, but influence.
Tanner Jansen, he'll stop anybody's momentum right there with that kind of swing.
Jansen now with 8 kills and 13 attempts, hitting .385 on the night. But Hawaii's still up by 4. Oh, they want to keep this distance. They saw a 3-point lead evaporate in each of the first 2 sets. And a play at the net by Josh Kirchner.
Great serve by Jansen that time. He got a lot of heat on that one. But he's someone who struggled with his errors on the year. He's got 7 aces, but he's got 51 errors to go along with them.
Another good serve, but out. Point Hawaii as they maintain that 4-point push it. You can hear the Stanley going very quiet for a while. Puts a good serve on it. And unable to get that one up. There's Brooks-Adore. Body was leaning backwards and the ball just frustratingly just beyond his reach.
He was definitely on his heels there rather than on his toes.
Davis Holt with a good swing out of the middle.
What a nice set from Joey Ramos as well. Holt up early, easy target to hit at 6'8". Just pounds it down. Davis Holt, what an improved player. Maybe Hawaii's most improved player this year.
Ramos back to serve. It'll be 10 serving 6. Hawaii trailing, however, 2-0. Back set. And into the net that time. A rare mistake by Tanner Jansen.
Micah Christensen totally juked Hawaii's block. They were committing in the middle on a good pass there. So they had two blockers committing and nobody on the outside. J.P. Marks decided to help in the middle, thinking that he could get a block there. Jansen with nobody up misses.
And Ramos with another good serve. Back set, and again to Jansen, and that one is just in.
Jansen might miss one there, but he's just too good to miss two in a row.
So the Trojan point brings him back within 4. It'll be 7 serving 11. Josh Kirchner. And Marks going cross court, and Brooks-Adore hits it out.
That's the kind of play that where Hawaii has got to get the ball in play. They've got way too many attack errors already. So on easy plays like that, they just cannot add another one to the mix.
If you're not going to put a lot of heat on it, if it's not going to be a good kill shot, at least get it in, right? And there's a service ace right at Matthew Cheap.
A little better communication there between Cheap and Siki.
9 serving 11.
It's called a seam serve between two guys. And before the ball is served, normally the guys say, I got the seam or you got the seam. And that time, neither guy had the seam.
And so the service error that time puts Hawaii back on top by 3. J.P. Marks, the sophomore out of Schwerin, Germany. Back to serve it up for Hawaii. As they look to extend this match. Good job by Cassidy. And a big swing that time by Christian Rivera. And Rivera with authority.
Rivera, 6 kills now, hitting 200. He's got 6 digs. He's played a great floor game. He's got 3 aces.
Off the net, nicely put up by Marks and nicely put down by Holt.
Boy, J.B. Ramos unafraid to fire the ball to Holt. They've got a great connection going on now. This ball was way off the net on the pass, about the 8-foot line. And Ramos just surprises the SC blockers by firing it to Davis Holt.
Almost a near horizontal pass that time. And also feeding the middle is USC, and that's Robert Feathers.
Feathers last year set SC's season records for blocking average and total blocks. So he's known more for his blocking than his attacks. This year he's playing some great offense as well, hitting .438 and leading the country.
Good pass by Cheap. Sador off the hands. Chasing it down is the libero out of Punahou School, and the block at the net by Averill, and also in there Brooks-Adore.
There's Hawaii's 8th blocks in order to do a nice job of pushing the ball back into the court. This is one area which I think Hawaii's done a pretty good job tonight, is their blocking.
That was all Brooks-Adore on that one, and he is back to serve it up for Hawaii. They're up by 3, 14 serving 11. 14-12. After the serve into the net. Served by Feathers. And he's sent to Sarkovic. Just had a little touch shot. Averill. Averill again. And then the big booming swing by Joey Booth for the winner.
I thought for sure Joey Booth was going to go cross court. He cut that back across his body very sharply. Caught Ramos way off guard. I almost didn't think this was coming at all. I'm sorry, it was Brooks Sador didn't think it was coming.
And speaking of Sador, one of his better swings of the night. And that takes us to 15. Hawaii with a 2-point advantage. Here in the high Y at the Sand Sheriff Center, Hawaii up by 2 here in the third set. A must-win set. The fourth is a must-win set. Hawaii trying to force another fifth set match that was quite the norm here in the early going of this season. And Jace Olsen going to go in for Joby Ramos, and once again giving Hawaii that big, formidable front row. And Sarkovic back to serve it up for Hawaii. Soft serve, and a nice job by Cassidy to keep it alive. Averill, the touch. And then a good swing that time by Joey Booth. And Booth is coming alive, and he all of a sudden has 11 kills to lead the Trojan offense.
To lead everybody on the floor. Look at that cutback shot down the line. He wasn't given much room with Antenna and the outside blocker his right hand, but he found it.
Jansen has 9 kills, and Sador has 9 for Hawaii. Good save by Averill, and good up by Ramos. And there he is again. Joey Booth.
Booth just lighting it up.
And we're tied at 15.
And credit Micah Christensen for giving Booth the ball right where he likes it.
So 2 straight points for the Trojan coming out of the TV timeout, and that's an ace serve. And a timeout is going to be called by University of Hawaii head coach Charlie Wade. We'll take a timeout as well. Hawaii down by 1. Oh, look at Tanner Jansen, and he doesn't lead the team in kills, but he knows how to put it down and make some noise.
He gets timely kills is what he does.
So Jansen doing his thing. And back live now at the Sand Sheriff Center. And Hawaii trailing by a couple, 17-15. So it's time. And the time is now. Beaky gets that one up in the air and fires out of the back row asking for a touch. They're not going to get it. They are going to get it. It was off the touch. One official said no, 2 officials said no, and finally they got somebody to agree. That was a pinky touch at best. Important though for Hawaii. Could have been 18-15, instead 17-16. And the serve just out by Averill.
It was fairly crucial there as SC had gone on a run, taking the lead. Hawaii got the momentum back momentarily. They wanted to last a little bit longer, but missed serves kind of take that momentum away. And then Sarkovic grabs it right back again.
Flying in out of the back row to hammer it down. Looking at the numbers for Siki on the night. 6 kills, 17 swings, hitting .294. Hawaii back within 1. Ramos back to serve.
And anytime your outside hitters hit around 300, they're doing their job.